in the number 5, Carter Royce in the number 1019 and is 4 years old. Gerald Chestnut's in the 1020 and is 6 years old. And the J1 Juniors, Jason DiLorenzo in the number 8. In the number OJ2, it would be Owen DiLorenzo in the number 3. J.B. Miller is 5 years old. And Owen DiLorenzo is 3 years old, I'm sorry. And Heaven Lewis is 8 years old in the 643. That's the ones I got on here, but I think we have a couple more out there. We're getting ready to go here. If you hit somebody and you're no longer moving, put it in reverse. If you get stuck, our officials will help you out. We'll get you unstuck. You're stuck because you're in the forward, it's not your fault. If you can't go forwards, go backwards. your car is totally dead, just raise your arms or something, we'll pull you out of the way.
Yeah, these are demo charges. I don't know if they're putting them up there for the rain.
For the cities that have a football game that has a football at the end of the game there, Cleveland, you don't know what that's like, but if you have a football team, 2 minutes means that's all we have left.
Announcing from down there the entire time. I'm supposed to say that. Yeah. Okay.
10, 6, 4, 2, and 1. No hitting, guys. No hitting. Everybody stop. There's nothing up there. That's for you guys. So now attention down here. If you participated, come over here and see Austin. Austin's running around. You got a bunch of medals for everybody. Responder, please stand up. Past the present military or a first responder, please stand up at this time. Look around, people. This is why we can do the things that we can do, like we are going to do today. Thank you so very, very much. Before they sit down, we're going to ask all the gentlemen to please remove your hats. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to stand for tonight's national anthem, we have Holden Domer, who's a local 17-year-old recurring artist of the future, here to sing your national anthem. So, if you're able to stand, please stand. Gentlemen, your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the red
thumbs up from track crew. We'll turn it over to you. Let's go. Tear them up, boys. It's fresh in the water. It might take a moment or two. Usually on the big cars like this, usually when you get to the big cars, something will usually break. And then that's what's going to determine how they finish. It's all about the top three in every class. The top three gets money, and the top three gets trophies. So it is completely about the top three. If the car stalls, they will have 1 minute to put it back under operating condition. 1 minute to go once they are on the clock. If they stall or they get hung up or in a position where they're no longer making contact, they will have 1 minute to make contact with something else. See, that's like two refrigerators hitting each other. You're not going to hurt anything. That Ohio car, Dustin, is just brutal in that 64. All right, Brian, look out, buddy. He's coming for you. Kevin Cronin in that 412 turning around in the back end on the north end of the track. Brian gave a nice little shot there in the side. That sounds like the bed falling off just a dump truck. Wow, is that car built? And the 412 has stalled. He is on the clock, and he got it fired up immediately. So that really took nothing to it. So once again, Kevin trying to keep it running in that 412. Dustin Camp in the C4, and local boy Brian Schumann in that number 86. Trying to do something. I don't know you're going to do a whole lot with the white one. It might break. Usually a car that heavy will break a U-joint or lose its transmission or not. For those of you keeping score at home, that C4, the Ohio car, weighs 14,500 pounds. Your average street car, about 3,000. So to put in perspective, your average car you drove here tonight, about 3,000 pounds. That car weighs 14,500 pounds. Wow. What's that going to feel like in the morning? Well, that being said, Brian got a little smart there. He says, I'm going to go after Kevin. We're going to leave that white thing alone, and I'm going to go after the car he can take out, because all three are in the money. It's just which one are you going to finish in, first, second, or third? Uh-oh. Oh. That just hurts. I feel that hit up here. Wow. Uh-oh. Looks like those two are stuck. Well, I no sooner say that than we are unstuck. I have to be honest, usually when we have the 5-foot cars here, these things usually last about 2 or 3 minutes and they break. I am really surprised we've gone about 8 minutes into this and we're all still running. All three are still running. Here comes your local boy. These cars are just built so heavy and so tough, it takes insurmountable odds to make them quit. Maybe they'll eventually run out of gas. They'll just stop. Uh-oh, Brian in danger now. The C4 taking a look at him. Hey, you know, we can tell up here from the bird's nest that the rear end in the number C4 has broken. You can see the driver's side of the C4, the rear end broke on it. Can you believe it? The C4 is going to be third. Dustin Camp is going to go out in third, your local boy in the top two. So now we got Kevin Cronin and Brian Schumann. The C4, the biggest tank of the bunch, is out with a broken rear end. And now is he stuck? Brian's stuck. No tires in the back. No tires in the back. Uh-oh. Brian Schumann has lost his tires in the back, and the 412 taking a look. Taking a look. All he's got to do is make last contact. And there it is. That'll put the number 86 on the clock. The number 86 will have 1 minute to get moving and make some contact and continue the event. He's trying to move. He's got two flats. Well, that counts as moving. So we're off the clock and we're back into racing competition. I think it's clear that Kevin in the 412 is your aggressor at this point. Now, of course, Brian has the option of pulling his stick at any time if he just wants to quit, but that's up to him. Doesn't sound like it's running from up here. He's trying to get it fired. Now, Brian Schumann is on the clock, and he says, I'm done. I'm done. So in third place from Worcester, Ohio, it'll be the Ohio C4 of Dustin Camp. In second, right here from Carrollton, Ohio, it'll be Brian Schumann in the 86. And your winner from Beloit, Ohio, the number 412 of Kevin Cronin in the 412. And the 22X, first in the arena, Corny Veers in that 22X. Devin Powell in the number 3. In the 1324, Ryan Gantz from Levittsburg. In that 615, it'll be Andy Larkins. And in the J1, it'll be Jason D. Coretto. That one's not sounding so healthy. These are the funds in the air. Help me out upstairs. 5, 4. Let's go. Tear them up, boys. Let's see what we got going. This is your stock minivan, truck, and SUV. Ryan Gantz in the 1324 finally gets it moving. He almost started out right on the clock. The object is to hit early and often and to get yourself into the top 3. Come on, J1, go get him. And he turned. He missed. He missed. He got him. Oh, you see the tailgate's about to come off. Usually they'll go a pretty good amount of time until you start to see the magic steam. When the magic powder starts flying through the air, that means they've lost their radiator and they will be on a limited lifeline, and you see the tailgate and a tire off. So the J1 has lost his tire and the tailgate has also come off of Devin Powell's number 3 machine. But once you see the white steam, we don't see it yet, but once you see it, that means they are on life support and have a limit of time. Woo! We're back into racing action. We just dropped the green. We go, go, go. The 1324 of Ryan Gantz is on the clock. He is the only one that's in danger of being eliminated at this point in time. So the 1324 is on the clock. That's Ryan Gantz in danger of elimination. And the rain starts to come down. How could we have it any other way than without rain here in Carroll? In Carrollton, Ohio, at the Carroll County Fountain. How could we have nothing else but rain during the program? It seems to be normal. Oh, little action there. And at 13:24, got it running just in time, making contact. Devin Powell in that number 3 now on the clock. He is the one missing the left rear tire off of his pickup truck. He's still got one-wheel drive, and he's trying to get it to move, but he's got to make contact. You don't just get to run and make contact. You have to make some contact. So Devin Powell is on the clock in the number 3. A little bit of fire coming from his area up in front. And there's a fire on the number 3. And there we go. 3 cars remain, the J1, the 615, and the 22. So that's Jason D. Corretto in that J1, Andy Larkins in the 615, and Corey Veers in the 22X. That is what's remaining. These 3 are in the money. We call them the money cars. They have made the money, but it's about winning, and it's about the big money. And for those of you keeping score at home, this is 600, 200, and 100. That's the difference in money. 6, 2, and 1, all in C notes, all in Benjamins. So it does matter. Plus, they want to win. You're not allowed to use your door as a stop sign. Some guys try to use that as a tactic, and we don't allow that, so we will jump in and intervene if that happens. Come on, hit somebody. How about a little encouragement from upstairs? Let's get them doing, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Turn up the heat a notch. The dude in the J1 almost come out the other side window. He got hit so hard. Jason doing everything he can to stay in his vehicle. And now Jason on the clock because it's not running. He's got 1 minute to get it running. Jason is on that clock. 1 minute to get running and hit something. Corey Veers in the 22X is in that blue thing going to the left side of your screen. And Andy Larkins in that 615. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Chicken. Yeah, right. That was like served up there for a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Could do it again. Uh-oh. Do-si-do your partner later. This is a demo. So the J1 is almost expired on that clock. He's still on time. I see him being timed over there by Scott. As soon as Scotty's done timing him, he'll be out. He's got to be close to the end, but right now he's sitting in third spot. Your action between Andy and Corey up in the center of your screen. And I say that because Mid-Vid Video is here taping all the action. And yes, Jason D. Corretto goes out in the J1 in third spot. So that is official now. So now it's about $600 or $200. There's a good hit. It's the soccer mom special in the 22X. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Andy's like, this is not a good spot for me to be in. Has he lost his steering in the 615? It looks like he pretty much has. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any steering left in the 615.
He's spinning the wheel, but the front tires aren't doing anything. This is like what they call sitting duck time. And look at the run that Corey is going to get on him. Oh, no, we're done. In third spot, Jason DiCoretto in the J1. In second spot from Waynesburg, Ohio, in the 615, it'll be Andy Larkins. And your winner from Cadiz, Ohio, Corey Veers in the 22X. And first in, it'll be the 1112 with Jonathan Drescher in that 112 in the blue and pink, whatever it used to be. Second up in the 608, Josh Burns in that 608. In the 019, it'll be Eric Cunningham in that 019, Eric Cunningham in the 019. In the 55 with the American flag, Derek Martin in that American flag 55. Derek Martin in the 55. Eric Bennett in the 755 coming in next. Eric Bennett in that 755 coming in next. We have the white car. That might be the number 59, it looks like. Really hard to see blue on black, but the 59 of Andrew Myers in that white thing. And the number is facing you guys. You see the last car there. So you will have a vantage of who that is. All right, here we go. We're underway. The Pro Mod Compacts, the Mad Dog awaits. Hey, and what that means, when you have a Mad Dog trophy, that is for the most aggressive car in the event. You don't have to win. You just have to be the most aggressive to get that trophy. We had it on display at the sign-in tonight. It's a cool trophy. It's not just your average trophy. It's a homemade creation. It's welded together. Had some sprockets, a timing gear, some pistons on it. It was really, really cool. Plus, you get $150. That is for the most aggressive car. Your Mad Dog does not even have to be in the top three. Just have to be your most aggressive hitter is going to be your Mad Dog. So far, nobody really jumping out is hitting all too hard. Somebody is going to have to turn up the wick. They put them up on the bricks. Woo! Here we go, back on the racing action. The Arena of Thrills is open one more time. We're back in competition. So far, nobody really standing out as a Mad Dog at this point in time. We'll just let it play out and see what happens. So right now, only one vehicle officially out, 6 remaining competition. And now the white car, the number 59 goes out. Andrew Myers in the 59 is out, right as it gets blasted into the bricks. 5 cars remain. And the 112, Jonathan Drescher in that 112 has eliminated himself. We are now down to 4 cars remaining. You're on the bubble, which is 1 away from the money. Who is going to be the bubble boy? And you'll see the car on the left side of your screen frantically trying to get it restarted. He is on the clock being timed. That green and black car does have 1 minute to get it back fired up. And Bennett doing a pretty good job on the 019. And Josh Burns in the 608 will go out fourth. Josh Burns in that 608 will go out fourth. And the 019 seems to be on the clock over there. He's lost his stick, but I think it fell down. So we have Bennett, Eric Bennett in the 755. And Derek Martin in the 55 over here battling it out while Eric Cunningham in the 0119 is struggling to get that refired in the 1 minute time limit. And right now it looks like the 55 is no longer running. And the 55 goes out in second spot. So here's the way it's going to go down from Wellsville, Ohio. In third spot in the 019, it'll be Eric Cunningham. In second from Lisbon, Ohio, in the number 55, it'll be Derek Martin. And your winner from Canton, Ohio, it'll be the 755 of Eric Bennett. In the number 643 from Latonia, Ohio, it'll be Lenny Lewis in that 643. It'll be Mad Mike DeFricia in the number 2R from Adamsville, Pennsylvania. And finally from Ravenna, Ohio, Daniel Simmons in the number 33. Only 4 cars in this. We did have a couple scratches. So we got 4 set to go in this one. 4. And here we go. Hit them early, hit them often. The Arena Thrills is now open. Your Iron Gladiators at duty. Steve Schupp, Mike DeFricia, Lenny Lewis, and Daniel Simmons. And I got to tell you, that 2R, that orange car, that guy goes all over the place, and he wins all over the place. I think he was our winner not too far ago back in Mercer, if I'm not mistaken. One of our shows he was a winner at. Once again, the top 3 get paid. The top 3 get a trophy. So one of these guys will go home with a thank you for coming. Everybody else is going to get some money. I believe the number 33 is on the cup. Oh, and he got it going. He was on the clock there for a second, but got it moving. What's everybody looking for? It's just dirt. And Mad Mike in the orange car trying to take it to him. The 33 able to get it refired. But it's not just about running. He's actually got to go out and hit somebody. So the 33 is on the clock. Daniel Simmons in that number 33. Everybody else, Lenny, Mike, and Steve, playing at the north end of the track. Mid-Vid video here capturing all the action as they do quite a few of our shows throughout the show, or throughout the season rather. We're happy to be back here in Carroll County. Derby Dog Productions loves being here. We love this show. It always rains, but we have a good time. And now the 643 has got himself stuck in the front end of the number 33. And he breaks himself free with the hit by Mad Mike. And the number 33 has officially timed out, so Daniel Simmons from Ravenna officially going out in 4th position. Woohoo! Yeah! So we have Lenny Lewis in the 643, Steve Schupp in that number 22, and Mad Mike in the 2R. Mad Mike not afraid to hit with the back of the car or the front of the car. He'll do whatever it takes to get himself into victory lane. He's already got one victory with Derby Dog this summer. He's looking to get another. And the 22 is on the clock. Steve Schupp in that 22 on the clock to get it refired and moving. And the 22 has officially pulled his stick. He is out in 3rd spot. The 22 goes out in 3rd. So we got Lenny Lewis and Mike DeFricia. Lewis in the 643 and DeFricia in the 2R. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get two cars like this, kind of evenly matched, it becomes kind of a chess match. They're both trying to plan their moves. A substantial difference between 1st place and 2nd place. It's a chess match. You don't want to go too far away because then you're giving your opponent some space to get a run on you. So you can't really get a run on him either. So it's a double-edged sword. Now when you see him just like that, when you start to see him go head-to-head, you're going to wait to see who starts steaming first. If you start to see the steam, that means they're losing water and they get put on life support from an engine perspective. Do we have any fans out there for Lenny Lewis in the 643? Any Mike DeFricia fans in the orange car? we're starting to see the steam. As they're getting warm, a little bit of steam coming out of both of them. Lenny Lewis in the 643 has lost a lot more radiator. DeFricia is just getting a little hot, but hasn't lost the radiator yet. It's looking like the entire radiator has gone on the 643. They'll run for a little while, but eventually they're going to get hot. Mad Mike was trying to push him in the corner there and get him hung up on something. That didn't really work out. Now he left his passenger side wide open. This is just a little tidbit for those of you keeping score at home. The guy in the black car, he's actually hitting his boss in the yellow car or the orange car. So that's his boss that he's beating up on. So you have the boss versus the coworker. I wonder if this will have anything to do with his review this year, and if he gets a raise or not. Pretty good little jousting match showing on here. And as you can see, both cars are getting warm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened, Mike? Oh, there it goes. Thought he lost his gear there for a moment. You can see the angle that the engines are sitting at. The drive shaft can break pretty easily. Mad Mike's engine is way up in the air at an extreme angle. See, neither one really wants to give the other the advantage on a free nose shot. Look at the angle of the front of that orange car. The subframe and the cradle up there is just bent. and you wonder how the little light comes on in your dash, and then you got to go to the dealer. Oh, there she blows. Now you'll notice that was like a shot in the arm for Mike, because he knows that the black car is on life support. He knows for sure the 643 is out of water. There's not even any more steam. There's no more water in it. The water's gone. When you start steaming and then you quit steaming, you're out of water. There's nothing keeping the engine cool. And now Mike is sitting there vulnerable. Lenny Lewis made the last hit in the 643. DeFricia not moving, and now he does. Think playing a little game of duck hunt there. And Mike's car conked out again, maybe. I see he's got steering, but he can't find a gear. Mad Mike in the 2 hours on the clock. He's got 1 minute to find a gear. He lost his drive. The drive shaft snapped under there. That's it. In third spot from Garden Hutton, Ohio, it'll be Steve Shupp in the number 22. From Adamsville, Pennsylvania, it'll be in the 2 hour in second place, Mike DeFricia, and your winner from Latonia, Ohio, Lenny Lewis in the 643.
He's from Washington, PA. What did you buy? Like a clear coat?
Clear coat. That's what I do. I do body shop. I just clear coat the shit out of it. Hey, if you ever want me to build one, man, just message me. I'll build one for you. I will. I won't build a bunch, but if you want one for a certain
First one will be Joshua Pryor in that 222. Joshua Pryor.
Thank you.
And the 222. Second up in the 6X, it'll be Brandon Kelly. Brandon Kelly in that 6X. In the 62, it'll be Jeff Thomas. Jeff Thomas in that 62. In the 714, Kevin Elrod. Kevin Elrod in the 714. I think we have one more coming, the number 888 of Brandon Benner. Triple 8 of Brandon Benner. So the first four are from Ohio. This last car coming in is from Pennsylvania. And here we go, we're underway. Pro Mod full size here at Carroll County. Once again, Mid-Vid Video is in the house. $10 gets you a video of all tonight's racing action. And the 888 is already out. Brandon Benner in the 888 goes out in fifth. We're down to four. It looks like the 222 is no longer running. He's on the clock being counted down. Once again, they have 1 minute to get them refired and go hit something. Jeff Thomas, Brandon Kelly, Kevin Elrod still in racing action. Joshua Kreider is the one that's on the clock. And the 222 is out of it. Joshua Kreider is out. Will finish in fourth. We're down to 3. Jeff Thomas in that number 62. Brandon Kelly in the number 6X and Kevin Elrod in the number 714. And now the 714 has stalled, trying to get it refired. You see the smoke coming out of the pipes. He's currently in a stalled state and on the clock, and you'll see it try to get fired. Jeff Thomas and Brandon Kelly still have plenty of power out there. And the 714 will go out in third. So we're down to 2. You got Jeff Thomas in the 62 and Brandon Kelly in the 6X. You'll notice the 62 bouncing a little bit. He has a severely bent driver's side rear wheel. When it's that bent, it doesn't roll, it hops. And that's going to do it. So your unofficial top three will be Kevin Elrod in the 714, finishing in third. From Cadiz, Ohio, Jeff Thomas in the 62 will finish in second. And your winner in the 6X, Brandon Kelly.
That's Frank Howler, the first
That's Don Frankhauer from Toronto in the 498. Second up in the 21, it's Sean Klotz from Louisville, Ohio. In the number 531, it'll be Ronald Schupner from North Canton. In the 1782, it'll be Cole Locke from Salineville, Ohio. In that number 65 junior, it'll be Justin Montgomery from Toronto. And finally, in the 0007, it'll be Taylor Mazzolini subbing for Cody Woy. Cody not driving tonight, so Taylor Mazzolini will be subbing tonight in the M&M Skittles car. Is it M&M's or Skittles? Skittles car. It's got Skittle Pox. There's the 6 cars. And here we go. Underway in the mild weld class here at the 2018 Carroll County Fair. Woo! Hey, here we are, back on the racing action. Green flag is out. And you'll see the 531 of Ronald Schlepner is out. His stick has been broken. Something broke on the 531 car. The number 21 car of Sean Klotz is on the clock. Sean in that number 21 desperately trying to get it fired, but he is currently on the clock. Skittlepox now trying to get it refired. So Skittlepox, Taylor Mazzolini in the 007 trying to get that refired. 3 cars actually actively doing something. And Skittlepox gets it refired, and here he comes. So we have 4 cars in the show. Four cars now down. 1 away from the bubble. 1 away on the money. So you have Frank Hauser in that black and orange car, who just did a really nice hit on the front side there. Oh, he took him right out. The 1782 of Cole Locke says, I'm done. So Cole Locke is done in the 1782. He's had enough. We're down to 3. Justin Montgomery in that 65. Don Frankenauer in the number 498, and the Skittlepox of Taylor Mazzolini down here, currently in 3rd, and he's got to figure out how to get himself down the track and hit something. So Taylor Mazzolini officially out in third in that 007. He's officially in third. We have a bumper that's loose but has not fallen off yet, but the bumper on Fankenhauer's car is just about ready to come off. So Fankhauer in that 498. Now that's called using your driver's door as a stop sign, so they're not going to call that intentional. Justin Montgomery in that 65 Junior is the one pinned up on the wall. Don Fankhauer in the 498. Oh, left him holding it off, but I don't know how much steering is left in that number 65. It appears as though the front wheels are not turning. The rear wheels are, but the front wheels are not doing much. I think he's lost his steering. And he's stuck on that bumper that just fell off. That bumper's playing there. Oh, the 498 fires it back up. You see his bumper laying up there in the corner, but it's no longer in the way since he's in the center. Here he comes looking like he wants to make the last hit potentially. And nothing. That being said, he made the last hit. So there it'll go down in third spot. It'll be Taylor Mazzolini in the 007 in third. In second spot, Justin Montgomery in the 65 Junior. And your winner from Toronto, Ohio, Don Fankhauer in the number 498. Here we go. The Arena of Thrills is now open at the 2018 Carroll County Fair. Your Iron Gladiators at work. it there from the 809. Rhett Vincenzo driving that number 809. And here comes the 86 flying across. John Mills III coming across from the north to the south, or the south to the north, whichever way it applies here. And back underway. So that's one of them, that NFTG, that's her. And then the 34 is the other one, but I don't know where he's at. Oh, 34 is way down there at the end. Just got hit on the wall. And the 19X is out, or the 29X is out. Now the 19X, I had it right the first time. 19X is out, the 86 is on the clock. Once again, Mid-Vid Video is here, capturing all the action. $10 gets it delivered to your house, probably pretty much by Wednesday. Woo! This is the racing action. You'll notice John Nation in that 777. His car's sounding like a tractor. He's lost some cylinders and takes a shot from the left. Oh. A strong hit made by Zach Carrott. He's one of your locals from Carrollton, Ohio, pretty much right up the road. It looks like at this point we're down to 5. Looks like we're down to about 5. Well, this is what we have left. John Nation in the 777. Teddy Boitnott in the number 70, or the car with the X on the door. Tyler Dodd in that number 34. Zach Garrett in the LLT and a half. And Steve Donnelly in that number 72. That's your 5 that are remaining. Top 3 get paid. Top 3 get trophies. So we're 2 off the bubble. One of these 5 will be your 2018 winner. And the 34 just finally gets his running and jumps off the 777. The 777 is not going anywhere fast. Zach Garrett doing pretty good. You'll see his driver's side rear strut is basically falling out. It's sitting there hanging by a bolt or so, but not helping him zip around. And now you see the steam coming out of the 777. That car's definitely gotten himself hot. As they get hot, they lose power. We still got 5, though. At this point, we have 5 in the game. And now Zach Garrett has himself on the clock, trying to get that thing fired up. And the stick is about to come down. Zach might be out. And he is. Zach Garrett will go out in 5th. Oh, it's awfully quiet. Looks like we're down to 3. Steve Donnelly in that yellow car. Teddy Boitnott in the number 70, the black car. I can't see the number from here, but I think it's probably the 34 over there. And the blue one gets it fired back up. And that is Tyler Dodd in that number 34. Oh! The number 70, Tevany Boitnott, will go out in 3rd. That might be the end of it. That's the end. They're throwing the red flags. All right, in 3rd spot, that's going to do it. From Ulrichville, Ohio, Teddy Boitnott in the number 70 will be 3rd. It's not over, they say now. They're checking on the 72 is the word. Okay. So they haven't, they want to make sure I got, so it's a safety check at the moment. They say it's not done. So I guess they'll have an opportunity to get those going, but I believe it's going to be between Steve Donnelly in the 72 and Tyler Dodd in the 34. Your winner's going to come out of one of them, because I do know in third was Teddy Boitnott in the number 70.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Back into action. It's going to be between one of these two, Tyler Dodd and Steve Donnelly. Both able to compete. Tyler Dodd in the 34, Steve Donnelly in the 72. Might have a little chess match going on. It's a derby, hit him. All right, Tyler Dodd makes your last contact so far. The 72 is not running. He's got to get it going or he won't, and he concedes. So the 72 will come in second spot. Your third place, Teddy Boitnott in the number 70 in second. Steve Donnelly in the number 72. And your winner from Carrollton right here in the number 34, Tyler Dodd. Well, there you have it, the 2018 Carroll County Fair. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate you being here. We hope to see you here next year. Derby Dog in the house. We love doing this fair, and we hope to be back next summer, and we'll see you then at that time. For Derby Dog Productions, I'm Brian Douglas, reminding you the place to take chances is here at the Arena of Thrills and not on the highway. Till we see you again, take care of yourself and each other. Good night, everybody. Drive safely when you leave later on.
1-2, Kevin Cronin in the fourth row from Beloit, Ohio. Second up in the number 86, Brian Schumann, your local boy from Carrollton, Brian Schumann. In the 86, yes, local boy. And the first round wins in the Ohio 64, Dustin Camp from Wooster, Ohio. That white car is just ugly. Once I get the thumbs up from track crew, we'll turn it over to you. You help me with the countdown, and we'll get underway. Once we there, starting off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, it's freshly watered. It might take a moment too. How they finish. The top three gets money, the top three gets trophies. If the car stalls, they will have 1 minute to put it back under operating position. 1 minute to go from there off the clock. If they stall, they can hop under a position. Something else. So that's like 2 refrigerators hitting each other. You're not going to hurt anything. That Ohio car, Dustin, is just brutal in that 64. He's coming for you. That sounds like a dump truck. And the 412 has stalled. He is on the clock and he got to fire up immediately. So once again, Kevin trying to keep it running in that 412. Dustin Camp, Tennessee Ford, Brian Schumann, and trying to do something. I'm not going to do a whole lot with the white one. It might break. Usually a car that heavy will break the U-joint or lose its transmission or not. For those of you keeping score at home, that C4 car weighs 14,500 pounds. So to put it in perspective, your other car is broken right about 3,000 pounds. That car weighs 14,500 pounds. Eventually run out of
votes remaining. These three are in the money. We call them money cars. They made the money with a lot of money. It's not big money. 600, 200, 100. That's the difference in money. 6, 2, and 1. All zeros on prejudice. So it doesn't matter. What's the one? So the J1 is almost expired on that clock. He's still on time. I see him being timed, but he's not. So he's got enough time and then he'll be out. We got close to the end, but right now he's sitting in third spot. Your action between Andy and Corey up on the center of your screen. And I say that because the video is here taping all the action. And yes, Jason DiCoretto goes out in the J1 in third spot. So that is official now. $600. That's a good hit. It's the Soccer Special 22X. And he's like, this is not a good spot for me to be in. Has he lost his steering in the 615? It looks like he pretty much has. Oh, yeah. I don't think there's any steering left in the 615. He's spinning the wheel, but the front tires aren't doing anything. This is like what they call sitting dump time. And look at the run that Corey is going to get on him. Oh, no, hold on. From Waynesburg, Ohio, in the 615, it'll be Andy Larkins. And your winner from Denise, Ohio, Corey Beers in the 22X. Very good happen. Somebody had no steering and there was no way he could get out of the way. He's like, no, I'm going to hit me on the cross side. All right, if you need to make that one dash, 12 trucks slide, a little bit on whatever you're going to do it, now is the time. Between events, you have the cleanup period before we start again. So if you make that man dash, this is the time to do it. Next up on deck is the Pro Mod Compact. Pro Mod Compact, you are up next. Captains receive $10. Gets it mailed to your home. You'll have it by Wednesday next week. Rating Ohio, Steve Scuff in at number 22. In number 643 from Missouri, Ohio, is Lenny Lewis in that 643. And a man like Christian, the number 2R from Adamsville, Attention in the pits, any pro stock that want to run in the mile would report to the tower. If a pro stock wants to... First up to the Joshua Tiger, Joshua Tiger in the 222. Second up in the 6X will be Brandon Kelly. Brandon Kelly in the 6X. In the 62 will be Jeff Thomas. And now the 714 has installed. You see the smoke on the pipe. He's currently installed on the clock. He's trying to fire. The 62 pounds of the engine, yes, it's severely spent. Driver's side rear that's going to do it. So you're Kevin O'Rourke in the 714 finishing in third. From Cleveland, Ohio, Jeff Thomas in the 62 will finish in second. And your winner in the 6X, Brandon Kelly.
as we go back to racing action here in the arena on Bill. Mid-Vid Video is with us, dancing on the action. 10 bucks. Gets it delivered to your house by Wednesday. Here we go. So there will go down in third spot. It'll be Taylor Mazzolini in the 007 in third. In second spot, Justin Montgomery in the 65 junior. And your winner from Toronto, Ohio, Tom Frankhauger in the number 498. One more event in store. This is the one with the most comfort, so you don't want to go anywhere. One more left. Well, once again, thank you to this show Junior Chevrolet Fusion Ceramic. From Lisbon, Ohio, it'll be Jeremy Howe in the number 19X. Jeremy Howe in that 19X. From Carrollton, Ohio, it'll be Zach Garrett in the LLT 1.5. So Zach Garrett right here from Carrollton, Ohio. Also from Carrollton, Ohio, Tyler Dodd in the 34. Tyler Dodd in that 34. And finally, from Massillon, Ohio, will be Steve Donnelly in the number 72. Steve Donnelly will be driving the number 72. So there's your field in no particular order. They'll come in here. We'll open up the arena drills for one last time in 2018. Carroll County Fair, we appreciate you coming out here tonight. Thanks so much for spending your Sunday evening with us. We hope to see you here again next year. As Kirby Dog always has a great time every time we're here. So we're here to have fun. So are you. Yes, some locals and some non-locals. Get you a shout out. Whatever you want to do, that's what it's about. here catching all the action. $10 just delivered to your house. Monthly delivers by the race day. All right, we're back on the racing action. The bonus shot this driver here in your stroke is basically falling out, sitting there, and then how they hold the stroke, and then help keep it around. Now you see the beam coming up the side, how it's getting the sun to come out. And then you have to do power. Alrighty, third spot, that's going to do it from Oroville, Ohio. Teddy Boynton in the number 70 will be third. That's not a race now. They're checking on the 72 is the word, okay. So they haven't, I want to make sure I get, so it's a safety check at the moment. They say it's not done. So I guess I'll have an opportunity to get those going, but I believe it's going to be between Steve Donnelly in the 72 and Tyler Dodd in the 34. The winner's going to come out of one of them, because I do know in third is Teddy Boynton in the number 70. Here we go. Back in action. It's going to be between one of these two. Tyler Dodd and Steve Donnelly. Both able to compete. Tyler Dodd in the 34. Steve Donnelly in the 72. It's a derby, hit him. All right, Tyler Dodd made your last contact so far. The 72 is not running. He's got to get it going or he won't, and he concedes. So the 72 will come in second spot. Your third place, Teddy Boynton, number 70 in second. Steve Donnelly in the number 72. And your winner from Carrollton right here in the number 34, Tyler Dodd. Well, there you have it, the 2018 Carroll County Fair. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate you being here. We hope to see you here next year. Dirty Dog in the house. We love doing this fair, and we hope to be back next summer to see you then at that time. For Derby Underdog Productions. I'm Ryan Willis reminding you, place to take chances is here at the Arena of Thrills and not on the highway. Until we see you again, take care of yourself and each other. Good night, everybody. Drive safely when you leave later on. Anybody that has money or trophies, they are available to you right here at the pit stand.